If you're feeling discouraged right now because breaking into tech sales is taking longer than you thought, this one's for you. Because I know exactly how that feels. You've been applying for weeks, maybe even months. You've rewritten your resume a dozen times, optimized your LinkedIn, watched tutorials, followed every bit of advice, and still nothing seems to be moving. The rejections keep coming, or worse, total silence. And at some point, you start asking yourself, hey, maybe this just isn't for me. And honestly, I get that, because not every role or industry is the right fit for everyone, right? It's normal to have doubts, and that's completely okay. But here's what I want you to understand. The frustration you're feeling right now, the doubt, the exhaustion, that's universal. Even the most talented people, the ones who are built for this, go through the same emotions. This process tests everyone, the confident, the qualified, the experienced, and obviously the new, the beginners. It's not personal. It's not a reflection of your worth either. It's just the nature of pursuing something competitive and meaningful. And yes, sometimes people get lucky. Maybe they have a strong referral, or they happen to apply at the perfect time, or they know someone inside the company who fast tracks them. But those cases are rare. For most people, it takes effort, patience, and a lot of persistence. If you're someone who has strong communication skills, who genuinely enjoys connecting with people, who is curious, problem solving, motivated, presentable, and gritty, then yes, you absolutely can succeed in tech sales. But it won't happen by chance. It will happen because you kept showing up, because you paired your natural abilities with preparation, structure, and consistency, refining your resume, sending out thoughtful outreach messages to hiring managers, learning the basics of selling, and continuously improving. That's what moves the needle. That's what gets you there. I talk to my coaches about this all the time. They tell me, Rosie, I've been trying for a while now. I've done everything right. I'm losing motivation. And I always tell them this moment you're in, it's not punishment from the universe. It's preparation. Because this process isn't just about finding a job. It's about building the version of yourself that can actually handle that job well once you get it. When I was trying to get my first tech sales role, I remember sitting on my bed after yet another rejection email, staring at my laptop, thinking, when is this going to be my turn? And I graduated top of my class. I had put in so much effort into preparing, and I had this expectation that things would just move quickly. But here's the truth. Even for very talented people, the process can take time. I was impatient. I wasn't giving myself or the process any grace. And that impatience only made me feel worse, frustrated, discouraged, even embarrassed when my family kept asking how my job search was going. I was young, fresh out of college, with no sales experience yet, but looking back now, I'm actually glad I didn't get lucky and land one of the first jobs I applied for, because that waiting taught me everything. It taught me patience, it taught me not to take rejection personally, and it gave me space to sharpen my resume, improve my interview answer skills, and dive deeper into sales techniques. That's what eventually moved me forward. So if you're in this position now, I want you to internalize this once and for all. Rejection is not proof of failure. I repeat, rejection is not proof of failure. It's proof you're in the arena. And that's already further than most people get. Most people, look around you, never chase their goals beyond what's comfortable. You did, you're doing. And that already says something about you. The truth is, rejection is baked into the DNA of sales, especially. Every great salesperson has faced it. Every founder, every creator, every leader. Melanie Perkins, for example, the founder of Canva, was rejected by over 100 investors before she got her first yes. Sarah Blakely, who built Spanx into a billion-dollar company, heard so many no's that she started celebrating rejections because it meant she was still trying. Even Steven Spielberg was rejected 3 times from film school, and now he is Steven Spielberg. Rejection, it doesn't mean it's not meant for you. It means you're being tested to see how badly you want it. And tech sales, it's no different. This career attracts ambitious, driven people, period. Every coveted position today has hundreds of applicants. So yes, it's going to be hard to break in, realistically. But that's also why it's worth it, because once you do, the opportunities are incredible. The freedom, the income, the global exposure, the network you built. You can work remotely, design your day, travel, and still earn 6 figures doing something that challenges you and helps you grow. But that reward doesn't come easy. It comes through persistence and through mastering that mindset that separates people who give up from those who eventually get in. I'm not talking about timelines. I'm talking about consistency. When you apply strategically with sharp, tailored resumes, targeted outreach, and a clear understanding of basic sales skills, results start happening. It's the law of the universe. Many of my students land the first tax sales roles within 1 to 2 months, but that's because they push, they persevere, they go above and beyond, and they take it very seriously. If you only apply sporadically or never step outside your comfort zone, the process can drag on for months. But for those of you taking it seriously, who are in the middle of this emotional storm right now, this message is for you. When my students hit this wall, I always tell them the same thing. This part, the slow, painful, I'm stuck part, is the test. It's a universe asking you, how much do you really want this? Are you willing to keep showing up even when no one's watching? Because that's a skill you'll need every single day in sales. When your prospects ghost you, when you lose a deal you thought was guaranteed, when you're 10% to target and it's the 25th of the month, you learn to keep going and you learn to detach your worth from the outcome and focus on the process. And that's the same muscle you're building now. So yes, it's frustrating, yes, it's exhausting, but it's not meaningless. It's training. Here's what I want you to do right now. Take a step back and reframe this moment. If your applications aren't getting traction, use this as your gap analysis phase. Ask yourself, what can I sharpen? Maybe your resume needs to tell a clear story. Maybe your LinkedIn isn't keyword optimized. Maybe you're not reaching out directly to hiring managers yet, or not doing it well enough. There's always something to tweak, always something to improve. And every iteration brings you closer. When I was looking for my first job, I had no sales network, no referrals, nothing. I was just a fresh college grad with a laptop and a clear goal. But what helped me get noticed wasn't luck. It was persistence and belief. I watched hours of discovery call recordings online. I practiced my introduction in front of the mirror, literally memorizing the tell me about yourself. Like, you have no idea. I role-played interviews by myself with my family. And do you know what one recruiter told me? Even though you don't have the experience we need, I can tell you've done the work and I can feel it. So if you're at the point where you're almost ready to give up, don't, because you don't know how close you are to your yes. The next interview could be the one that finally clicks. The next hiring manager could be the person who sees your potential. Keep showing up, keep iterating, keep learning the language, keep sending the messages, keep trusting that what you're building right now, even when you can't see the progress, especially when you can't see it, will pay off, because it will. And remember this, you only need one yes, just one. So if you've been rejected 10 times, 50 times, 100 times, good. You are much closer to your yes. The part you'll tell one day when someone else feels like giving up, and you'll be the one saying, don't stop. I've been there, I made it through. So if you're in that phase right now, I see you, and I promise you it's worth it on the other side. The opportunities, the money, the freedom, the connections, the confidence you build, it's all waiting for you. You just have to keep moving forward with it. You're not losing, you're becoming. So take a breath, get up, and keep going, because you're closer than you think.